Ndị be anyị kene m unu. Asị m ka e chiri ya zelu. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good night. It depends your time and your location. You are joining us today at Eastern News 24. We have given to you the latest news on what is happening in Biafra land. Alright, dịka o si na-aga, akwụnanụ ka o si aga, ka ị na-ada n'ife, akwụghị na-afụ ụzọ. Gee ntị ka ị n'ife Odogwu Commander N'Omesi, the Biafran PM in exile. Gee ntị ka ị n'ife nwere ike ikwu. Ife nwere ike ịgwa anyị maka ọnwụ ndị na-amalụ na ọ na-eme. Ọnwụ ndị na-eche ka afụ n'anya mana Odogwu adịghị egwu egwu. Gegekwe ntị. The zoo is shaking. Everywhere is panicking. Odogwu apịa ọkwa azụ. Akwụghị ka o si adị. Akwụghị ka o si adị. Gee ntị ọfụma na ya bụ ife ije ihe n'ugbu a. Then after that, leave us with your own comment on the comment section below. Alright, over to you, Odogwu Commander N'Omesi, the Biafran PM in exile, the Biafran Prime Minister in exile. Why you know?
Out and say something. Know that it has been finalized. I am telling you the fact. And God will always use it to shame the enemy. You know that everything we have done in this life, especially for the past 2 years, has always turned to our favor. Even if I make mistake, the mistake we taught her. That is how to know when God is with you. I am telling you. That is how to know when God is with you. If you make mistake, it will turn to your favor. If you do it right, it will everything. Are you not seeing it? Now, we are, before we did not want to post the address of the government office, the government Biafra office in exile. We didn't want to post it. But at the point, I decided to post the picture of the house, and then I put some kind of art, putting the seal, the coat of arm, how we can design it or something like that. I posted it on Twitter. And then some of them say, hey, it's a Photoshop, it's a Photoshop. I removed the coat of arm. I told them that I put that coat of arm on purpose. I removed the coat of arm, the first one, I removed the second one, I left the flag on purpose. I post the house again. I say, you people that say it's a Photoshop, that the house does not exist. Here is the original picture. I have removed the coat of arm. I removed it, but the flag was there, covering what I wanted to cover. Now, they continue to claim it's a fake, is a Photoshop. You know, they went there, and there was nothing. There is no Biafra flag there. There is no office there because they saw the place is still under renovation. And everybody was shouting, oh, it's a scam, it's a scam. Leave them. They are advertising the place because by the time they will return there next week, they will never make video again. I am telling you. Tell them to return there next week. They will never make video. I am serious. At least one is that the place exists. Two is that they see the house, the exact house that I posted. And some of them was even saying, where did he get the thing from Google? He Googled it, Google Map. I don't know, somebody will just, sometimes honestly I don't understand. Somebody will just wake up and Google a house. And somebody like me in this Biafra struggle, we Google a house and post it and claim that this house is where Biafra government, a whole Biafra government in exile. I will post a fake house that this house is the office, and it is quite ridiculous, because that is to show you the caliber of people that have actually fought for this Biafra. They were all fake miscreants. That's what they used to call them. They call them miscreants until we step in. Do you hear them calling miscreant again? Because we have, the miscreants are out. But anyway, so this man went to London and came back, and they begin to talk about amalgamation of Nigeria. So some of you who will be, who have been doing this thing for many years, you don't know, some of you are just like, you don't research, you don't have any document You don't have any proof to know how to fight your freedom. You don't know. Because it is hearsay. You depend on hearsay. You are not sure of it. You are not sure of the hearsay. They tell you, oh, yes, Lord Lugard. You know, everybody is talking Lord Lugard. You know, Lord Lugard do this, Lord Lugard do that. Yes, Lord Lugard is the big problem. But it was not Lord Lugard that brought the idea of amalgamation. It was a man called Harcourt. Probably there you see that Port Harcourt today. Probably it was named after this man. He was the one who went to London and he thought about amalgamating Nigeria. He drafted the proposal himself. And what we are going to unveil as time goes on is to go through the proposal and see whether there is 100 years. Whether it was 100 years or not. But to see where it says that after 100 years everybody has to go. Even if it is not, if it didn't say such, it is also very wrong for you to use the 1914 document to subjugate and enslave people of where I come from, my tribe. After I have struggled to study in English, went to their school, graduate and become something professional. And I read law, I read international law, and you are coming to tell me that I should just sit down and allow nomadic people to continue to kill my people. It is not possible. Those that fought for the freedom of their people are not even as smart as some of us. Now we are combining everything, technology, everything combining together to fight the zoo. And the zoo is falling. And you can see that we have destroyed them. I am telling you, the activities of the auto-piloted IPOB for the past 6 months have destroyed Nigeria. We have destroyed Nigeria beyond repair, and they can never recover until we exit. This political thing you see here today, political tension, it is from us. We did it, and we'll do more. We have put them into confusion. The election of this year was the worst ever in the history of Nigeria. Who did it? It is our activities. The BIAFRA exit disorganized them, and they begin to do mistakes. The INEC begin to do mistake. The other opposition begin to do mistake. The ruling party they were too desperate because the threat that the BIAFRA exit posed on them. They begin to call the ambassador. How many times have you ever heard where the Nigeria government is summoning any country publicly crying? No, I'm asking you, because the people that surrounded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are all criminals, and some of them is when he wants to make the decision we are making today, they draw him back. They say, no, you don't do it. And today they sold him. Since the time of this struggle for Biafra, from Wazirike to now, have you seen where Nigeria government is crying and crying to embassy? Hold him, hold him. Have you seen it? You cannot see it. No, if there's any way it has happened before, tell me, because we know where we are touching them. They were all crying, calling Finland, hold him, arrest him, this, that, and I am just here. Okay? Because we have hold them where they can never survive. It has never happened before. With all these things they were doing, Nigeria was, they want to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They went to his house, they killed many people, and God saved him. I want you people to tell me, have Nigeria ever cried to any nation in the world that come, this one is doing this and doing that? No, because we know what we stick to what we were doing. We made sure we stay resolute. We made sure we follow that step of Onyendu. Because I never get Jidahaka, and we hold them there. We are still holding them all. I want to tell you today that you don't know what we have done to Nigeria. If they continue to say they want to put Tinubu as a president, it's a problem. If they decide to change it and put P2B, it's a problem. That's where we are now. So at the end of the day, when this disintegration will take, we people who don't know what we have done. Some people are expecting me to come and start doing so. Oh, declare Biafra after 50 days. Do you know what we are doing? You are not part of us. Did you know how the 150 days come about? You don't know. Your own, you are just following. If you are a good follower who want to get Biafra with what we are doing, you listen and follow directive. Follow what we are doing. Did I discuss with you before announcing 150 days? Did I discuss with you? Do you know why I announced 150 days countdown? You don't know. You don't know. Have I ever discussed with you that this is what we are going to do when we're after the 150 days countdown? You don't know. But during that 150 days, a lot was going on. And it led to Nigeria to cry. And cry very well. And they continue to cry. So we have succeeded in making sure that the plan of that 150 days have been achieved, completely achieved. I will not mention them, okay? But from their body language, of course, you don't know it, they don't know. It's not everything I will tell you, but they know what we have done to them. So, as it is now, all of you know, it is because of what we have done for 150 days that made it very impossible now to install Tinubu as a president. It is not possible. It is not also possible to decide to change it to P2B. I am telling you the fact. Each way, any way it goes, it must backfire. To P2B there is a problem. We put Tinubu there is a problem. I am telling you the fact. And we will sit back and watch them. You see what is going on. Let May 29 come. When this thing will start, in fact, they will be the one killing themselves. We will not even do anything. We'll just sit and watch them kill themselves. After they kill themselves, we'll come and take our freedom. Watch and see. Just watch and see how they are going to destroy each other. Because we put pressure and confusion in them. And they can never recover from this confusion. INEC is messing up because of Biafra, the momentum of Biafra agitation. They are doing everything possible to put this one, put that one. And the process of doing that, they are making mistake. The mistake that if you ask the person that is the charge of INEC, he will not explain how they are making these mistakes. Can you imagine? The worst election ever is not because of anything, because of the panic the Biafra agitation have gathered. And let me tell you, they were thinking that once they call Finland will pick Simon Ekpa. They have to look for something. They have to look for something to write and accuse Simon Ekpa. Because what I'm doing is not a crime. But how would they know that what I'm doing is not a crime? When they are living in a shithole that is not a country, where there is no human right, where there is no law. Preaching for freedom is never a crime. Self-defense is not a crime. And we are buying arms and ammunition and advocating for more arms to defend our land. It's not a crime. But they will not understand that it is not a crime because they live in a lawless country. So I understand what I'm doing. And our fight is against the government. I have made it very clear. Our fight is against Nigeria army that have Boko Haram in them. Our fight is against Nigeria police that have Boko Haram in them. And our fight is against Nigeria government, not any group, not any ethnic group. We are not fighting any ethnic group. We are fighting the government for our freedom. So, now, when they come to tell you that you don't have your right to fight, ask them, when last did you amend your constitution in your country? Ask them, the agreement of your own country, when last did you revisit that agreement to amend it? Because as of today, you are still living in agreement of one man proposal. One man proposal. There were nothing like a round table discussion. It never happened. And they continue to use force and terrorism to compel you not to go to roundtable discussion, where you are going to discuss whether you want to be part of this thing or not. So let's assume that all this while you are hearing Nigeria, Lord Lugard do this and Lord Lugard did that. Let's assume that you didn't have the fact. It was hearsay. Now I have brought the real fact to you. The real document to show that it was not Lord Lugard that actually amalgamated Nigeria. Of course, the decision was his after the end of the day, because they made a proposal and submitted to his government. I have come to show you that the person that started the thinking and started the proposal is a man called Harcourt. Individual by himself. And then the governor of the High Commissioner for Southern Nigeria agreed, and that's it. Two persons agreed to put you where you are today. They have died and their bones are already rusted. You are still here suffering, and they are killing your people for a company business and agreement that was done in 1914. And when you talk, they say, yeah, you are God did it. I want you people to tell me, how did God do it? Because I've been hearing it is the will of God. Oh, God has made us to be in Nigeria. Which God made you to be in Nigeria? Are you telling me that God was talking to this man? So Harcourt has become God. That, let me read this again, because we are going to be treating only this particular decision to amalgamate. Tomorrow we will go to the nature of tax, because as they say, if you want to teach a black man, if you want to teach black man something, take it step by step. Don't teach everything the same day. So today we pick only the decision to amalgamate. And they tell you God have made it possible for us to find ourselves in Nigeria. And you ask yourself, which God? Do you think God actually worked through this man? Let me read it again, how Nigeria become amalgamated, because it is very important. Number 7, decision to amalgamate. Toward close of 1911, Mr. Noun Viscount. So he even changed his name from Harcourt to Viscount, because he changed his name from Harcourt or whatever he was answering to now Viscount. Harcourt, Secretary of State for the Colonies, invited me to undertake the task. I was at the okay, there is a kind of this thing here which I omitted. I think this is a footnote. This has been pressed by me in 1905, not only on this ground, but in order to render possible the realization of the direct task paid in kind, which was in danger of failure owing to the difficulty of finding a market for it and to cheapen administration. Okay, this is just a footnote. Now, the time it was the governor of Hong Kong, having previously been High Commissioner of Northern Nigeria from its inauguration in 1900. I was therefore intimately acquainted with the method of administration there in the Northern Nigeria, for the creation of which I had indeed been responsible. Reaching England in April 1912, after 11 years of wasted years, I was appointed governor of the two separate administrations simultaneously. And after spending several weeks in England to acquaint myself with the current view on some important matters, I proceeded to Africa in September 2019-12. I returned in the following March and submitted my proposal for amalgamation in May. So one person submitted proposal to amalgamate Nigeria. They were accepted in September, and I returned to Nigeria, and on January 1st, 1914, the new government of Nigeria was set up by the later patent and other instrument was proclaimed. A decision by a single man put you in this mess today. Fulani welunona babol. will not attack it. And some people who claim all these people like Ekpa, all of them, all this what is the name again? Iwanyangu, the elders, Okwazurike, Okwadike, and all of them. Are they aware of all this? And did they actually think that there is no solution? You know, are they aware of this? Are they aware that it was a man called Viscount Harcourt was the one who proposed amalgamation of Nigeria, single-handedly brought proposal and handed it over, and it was accepted, and that was how they merged everybody together without the consent of the people. And today we say enough is enough, we are not interested again. And they say no, you must stay there. That the North cannot be left alone. So your life will depend on how whether the North will be left alone or not. And when you are thinking that, when you hear them say North cannot be left alone, you are thinking that you are waiting for North to catch up with you. That is the worst thing. I am telling you honestly. Sometimes I used to wonder, you know, what exactly is going on. North can never catch up. North is not meant to catch up. North is living their best life. I am telling you. So if you are expecting North to catch up, you are making a mistake, because North can never catch up. That is their best life they are living now. And I have explained that yesterday. You cannot expect a Northerner to be. That is why some of you will be asking, oh, Igbo is building houses everywhere. Igbo people are building houses in Lagos, they are building houses in northern Nigeria, and then they will tell you, where can you see any, have come to Igbo land? Do you see any northern building house in Igbo land? As if the problem is from Igbo. No. And you know, when they come to present it, they present it as if the problem is in Igbo. That Igbo don't allow them to build a house. Is a lie. The problem is that they have deceived you not to know the truth. The truth is that their life is not the same with you. They can't build a house because it is not their lifestyle to build a house. It is our lifestyle to build a house. Build beautiful ones and live in it, but not the lifestyle of the northern Nigeria. So if you are waiting until northern Nigeria begin to build the type of your house, that is when they have catch up now. Okay, now everything is fine, you can go. You are wasting your time. Because some of these uneducated people from our side will tell you, if oil is discovered in the north, they would have left since now, they would have divided. It's a lie. It is not about economy. The Nigeria amalgamation took place because of economic interest of the Britain. But Fulani is not holding Nigeria down because of economic interest. No. That is one narrative that we have to change from tonight. It is not about economic interest. It is not about the oil. No. Of course, in the other way around, it is still about the oil, because they have to use the oil to sponsor terrorism. But it is about the conquest and turning to Islamic State. That is the main agenda, the primary purpose of them. So if you are waiting for Fulani to get oil in the north and then divide Nigeria, you are a big fool. It will never happen. The division of Nigeria or exiting Nigeria come from you. And that's what we are doing today. The Biafra government, the Republic government in exile have come to do it. And we are going to do it. Because if you are waiting for when they discover gold, let me tell you, the natural resources in northern Nigeria is, apart from the oil, is bigger than any other place. They have what they call the Californium. Californium, according to the market value, 1 gram is about $25 million. It is in the north. Are you aware of that? Have you not seen that northern Nigeria have gold? They are mining gold in the north. Did you not see it? Do you know the market value of gold? Raw gold from northern Nigeria. And that is why the bandit is everywhere, killing everybody there. Now they say they have discovered oil in the north. Have they now left Nigeria? It's a lie. They can never. It is not economic interest. So whatever comes to them is a plus. If they discover oil today, it's a plus. If they discover gold, it's a plus. If they discover diamond in the north, it's a plus. But they can never start to say we are leaving Nigeria, because their interest is not about economic interest. Their interest is about how to conquer you, capture your land, grab you, turn you into Islamic State, and expand. That's all. So it is the reason why some of us are very angry when we hear you making some certain things. Some people cannot fight. You are castigating me that is fighting, and then you are waiting for them to get oil so that everybody go. Sometimes when they say they discover the oil, I saw some people on social media. Okay, now that you people have found oil in the north, can we not divide Nigeria? These are stupid people. People who doesn't think. They are not human beings. People like us, our brain is like whenever we are sleeping, we are thinking how to fix things, how to make things, make sense, how to solve problem, put 1 and 2 and solve it. Some of you don't know how we identify bad people in this struggle. You don't know. How we identify bad people in this struggle is by analysis. Analyze them, analyze their word. If you have meeting with them, you pay attention to what they say. You analyze it. It must be good. Like some people are calling me, how did you know that so person is bad? And you have to expel him and excommunicate him from the movement. That you have a ego eye. Some people think say I carry juju, they do it. Not juju. That is I have one place in my room where they look for mirror. I'll go for mirror, go look you. Okay, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. I will come to social media and announce your name, you have been expelled. No. I told them that when it will start, even your wife will give me your audio. Your wife will give me your video. Everything I want, they will send it to me. And some of you don't know that the video are released today. The video are released today on Twitter, where they went to video the office of Biafra government, Biafra Republic government in exile. They were preparing to release it. I decided to release it before them. Did you see them post it? I am asking you, did you see them post that particular video that I posted today? Did you see them post it? No, if they have posted it, you let me know. But I'm telling you that I posted it before them. I'm telling you. Did you see them on their page? Did you see the video on it? You don't know, you didn't see the video on their page now, because I posted the video before they post it. So it is about analyzing people. You have to be good to analyze people, to know what they want to do, how they want to do it. I know these people are evil. You can imagine the people who are fighting, Biafra.
Kabalo ka join ya Eastern News 24. You will be getting any latest move, any latest update on what is happening in Biafra land. If on a present Wotowoto, everywhere is panicking. Odogo commander no mesi man Simon Ekpa, Boyane Kumakia. Otu onye hold go Biafran since Masin Nandekanu no na DSS custody. And the zoo na epotegodi na nke ikpeazụ a. Remember ka ị na-ada n'ife akwụghị n'afọ ụzọ Wotowoto Pro Mars, that is the code. Alright, thank you, and also stay tuned. More news update is coming at Eastern News 24. Kebesian.